This
is
a video
of
randomosity. We
will
be choosing
questions
from a.
that
They will
be
answered honestly.
enjoy. Okay, so like we said in the intro, we're going to be answering these questions randomly, and
From
we
this
have
hat.
it.
We're
drawing
these questions from a hat.
And we have it to where we're not going to pick our own questions. I'll tell you that. My name is Ashley because you're new to this channel, probably, and you don't know who I am. And this is
Jeremy.
And this is
I'm Kyle. And we're all related.
cousins.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go.
First question.
Who stole the cookies from the cookie jar?
From the cookie jar would have to be my dad because he stole my mom's cookies. Therefore, that's how I was born.
Boy got them cookies.
Next. Bacon or sausage?
What were you
I'm
thinking,
going to
Jeremy?
have to say bacon.
Bacon.
Because you can get it crispy to where there's no fat, and I hate fat.
How old were you when you had your first kiss? Why is that funny? That's not funny. That's a serious question.
Okay.
Okay. I was actually... Let's see. I was probably like 12 or 13, actually. What's the question, Jeremy?
What is your idea of a sexy outfit?
Oh!
Outfit
A
here.
girl with really tight jeans and Ugg boots and a really long t-shirt is sexy to me.
Hey, man, that is sexy.
How did you think babies were made before you knew what sex was?
Good one.
I thought that babies came from St. Vincent's.
Where babies come
Oh,
from.
yeah, that commercial.
St. Vincent's, where babies come from. That's what I thought.
That's where I came from.
Do you think MySpace, Facebook, and YouTube should merge entirely? That's what you call a good old cluster F. Maybe YouTube with one of the two, but I cannot see Facebook and MySpace merging. Because they're
Depends
polar.
on you either eating Rosie O'Donnell toe jam or making out with Danny DeVito's navel.
Yeah.
Which one and why?
I'm glad I didn't get that one.
Let me read this to myself again. A lot depends on you either eating Rosie O'Donnell's toe jam or making out with Danny DeVito's navel. Which one and why? Both of those are extremely disgusting.
A lot depends
Rather
on the
make
mood.
out with Danny DeVito's navel because that doesn't actually involve me putting anything in my mouth. Because I'm not going to tongue kiss his navel. I'm just going to kiss it and twist.
If you could
know?
pretend that airplanes in the night sky were like shooting stars, would you? I'm going to have to say no. Because when you wish on shooting stars, your wish never comes true now, does it? So what's the point in that?
Yeah, I'm not
Now,
superstitious
if
either.
I had to pretend that this iPhone was a hamburger because I'm hungry, then yeah, I would
No,
definitely.
that's a risk of electrical
And
shock.
you
think
I would-
all of the Alabama Auburn drama on Facebook is overrated? Alabama fans are Alabama fans, and Auburn fans are Auburn fans. We all live in the same state, and there's going to be some chaos. That's all I can really say on that.
But do you think that all the drama that, like somebody posts something bad about Auburn or bad about Alabama, and then people start fighting about it on somebody's status?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like, honestly, it's not that deep. It's just a
Would
sport.
you ever go on a dating game show? I would not go on a dating game show. Because I would not want to make a fool of myself like the people on the dating game shows do.
All right, to Ashley.
Time out. Texting break. If you could change one thing in your past, what would it be?
Getting deep right there.
Let me think. It would probably have to be.
So what would it be?
It would have to be
Do I know what it is? 'Cause I think I do.
this one time with
person.
Uh-huh. And then you can use your imagination and create the rest. That's all I'm saying.
Do you believe in third chances? It depends on the situation. Like, if it's like a boy cried wolf situation, then a third chance, it isn't deserved. But if you have faith in a person that they can actually change, or they deserve a third chance, then it can be given to
the
them.
worst pain you have ever felt.
It can be physical. Oh man.
No, that's not.
If
There's
only
a tie
you knew.
between two. The first being when I had appendicitis, and after I had my appendectomy.
I hear that hurts.
Yeah, it hurts like crazy. And the second was when I had a kidney stone and I passed it.
Oh God.
If you had just enough money to give, would you give it to feed a third world country to keep from dying, or feed the homeless in your own country?
Okay.
I'm just going to say that I'm just going to have to pick America.
No, you were gonna say that.
Just because it's like people, and it's like one of those things where
She took the Miss America pageant way out.
people in our country are dying too, or are going without food too. So why? I mean, I know other people in other countries are going to eat, but they're going to have people over there help them. It's kind of like, I don't know. I'm not going to go into detail on this
Name
question.
3 likes of the person to your left and 3 dislikes. Okay. 3 likes.
Oh wait, who's the person to your left?
You are the person to my left.
That's right.
Okay, 3 likes. I'll go with the likes first because that's what the question calls. I like the fact that you are the strongest person that I know. You guys don't even know. The strongest person. You can party. You can party. Number 3. You're wearing my hat.
I guess that's
3 dislikes. This is kind of hard because you're my cousin and I can't really say anything I dislike about you. I dislike the fact that you're doing that dance right now.
iPhone or Android? Why?
iPhone.
Android.
Android.
Droid.
So I'm gonna say
I like
Android. Both of them, but I just prefer Android better. I guess it's because I have an Android phone. But each one of them have their own
What
characteristics.
is your earliest memory? Okay, my earliest memory is 1993. 1993, when it snowed that time. Yes, I remembered. I was 3 years old.
Called a blizzard.
I was 4.
Blizzard, and I was 3.
Blizzard.
And we were walking from my house to my aunt's house because our power was out or whatever, and she had power. Yeah, I know, pretty messed up. Anyways, it wasn't that far. It was maybe half a mile down the road. And so we were walking in the freezing cold, and I was bundled up in a Little Mermaid sleeping bag thing. And this really nice guy in a Jeep without doors, the one without doors, and it's snowing, so with the crap. Anyways, pulls up on the side of the road, and he lets us ride, even though it's half a mile. He takes us to my aunt's house, and he was really nice. So that's my earliest
Would you
memory.
rather be a pitied poor homeless person or a hated rich millionaire? Be a hated rich millionaire. Because if you are a rich millionaire, you are liable, and do not infer on my answer because it's what you wrote down, and I'm using what you wrote down okay.
You're hated. That means you're a douche. Nobody likes you.
No, I'm not a douche.
You're
because
hated.
I'm
Hey,
just
the
hated.
only reason he's hated is because he's
Because
rich.
I'm rich, I'm hated. I'm going to help plenty of people with my money.
That's not what I
Exactly.
meant.
I don't care what you meant, Jeremy.
I
I
wrote
answered
the
your
question
question.
wrong.
Boom.
What is the first thing you would do with $1 million? I'm going to be deep here and say I'm going to donate the money to the CF Foundation.
That's what I'm talking about.
Before Kyle answers this question, I just want to say that I know we're going to get a lot of hate comments because there's probably going to be a lot of cheerleaders and football players that are watching this video, but we're not making any of it up. We're not exaggerating on it, on the answer, but yeah, it's in all honesty.
Yep. Do you think
Shut up.
cheerleading and football
That one.
take over high school? Yes. I'm in marching band.
And I was in color guard.
And I was in marching band and color guard.
The band doesn't get crap. And the football players ride on charter buses and they eat a steak
Time
dinner
out.
before they get all this stuff and all the money that is like probably 95% of the money that our school fundraisers goes to the freaking football program, and everybody's like, "Hey, Pell City football," and like the marching band has to ride on freaking buses, like
Cheese wagons.
to the games, cold, and like on the at the end of the season when it's freaking freezing, we have to ride on those
When
cheese wagons.
The cheerleaders and the football players get limos and
Charter buses.
So guys, that
Okay.
was our video of randomness.
Randomosity is done.
And I hope you enjoyed it. It was all over the place. And so we want you to let us know what you want to see next. Like, leave us questions to answer, and we'll answer them. And subscribe to our videos, please. And yeah, that's it. So